What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Synthetix. I think Synthetix is a very, very strong project. I think they're a way off from where so many people thought they could hit. There was a lot of big key influencers talking about this being like a $1 trillion market cap, which is obviously it's miles off that. But we'll take a look at what's going on with Synthetix and we'll see what it can hit in this next bull cycle. Before I get into that though, guys, if you are new to the channel, this spreadsheet is the first 26 coins that I did videos about. And in the videos, I showed everyone that was buying these cryptos up because I thought they were brilliant. You can see what the prices of all these coins were when I recorded the vids. You can see the highs these coins hit less than 18 months on. So if you'd have bought, say, put in $10 into each, and sold 18 months on, you'd have been able to make 12 grand off of a $260 investment. If you put in $100 into each, that's a $2,600 investment in total. You would have been able to make 123 grand. And if you'd put $1,000 into each, that's obviously a $26,000 outlay. That's not small, but your profit would have been 1.2 mil. Now, I sold all these off in 2021. These are not the coins I own anymore. But I have been buying up cryptos while the market's been down. And I share these cryptos on my website, copymycrypto.com. So when I launched this, we had a couple hundred members. Now we have nearly 3,000 members. And a lot of them have never invested in anything. They joined because they wanted to copy along after they saw the success that so many of the members had. And it's where I literally just divulge the coins that I'm getting into, why I'm buying them, what gains I think they can have, and members can literally copy along. It's the same when I sell a coin. If I decide to sell a holding, I'll say what coin I'm selling, what percentage I'm selling, and what I'm doing with my profits. There's literally no work involved. So have a look over the gains that you had in the last bull cycle. See if they were good. See if you banked profits enough. And then go on to copymycrypto.com. Go see what the members got. You can see what the members invested. You can see what the members achieved. It's all public record. You can also see all the things I've said in the past as well. Again, all public record. And you can make a decision if this is something you're interested in. Right, Synthetix. So first of all, Synthetix has listed staked ETH onto their markets. So this is the staked ETH that's come from Lido Finance. So again, they're expanding, which is good. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Synthetix is about decentralized liquidity provision. So basically, they want to be able to tap, or they want any protocol to be able to tap in for various purposes. So it's deep liquidity and it's low fees, are meant to serve as a backend for many exciting protocols on both Optimism and Ethereum. It's worth noting, look, the low fees are not that low, but a lot of protocols within the Synthetix ecosystem, whether that's like a Quenta, Lyra, Polynomial, or 1inch and Curve, they tap into the Synthetix liquidity to power their own protocol. So Synthetix actually really is beneficial because it does help all the other projects push forward. And the Synthetix network is collateralized by SNX, Ethereum, and LUSD. So it enables the issuance of synthetic assets. Synths track and provide returns on the underlying asset without requiring one to directly hold. So as an example, you could have a Tesla synthetic. It doesn't mean you own a Tesla stock, but it's pegged to the price point. So it's what it has done. And the concept makes sense, and the concept is something that is going to explode, without question. We are going to see an explosion in terms of synthetic assets, because it does so much. It lowers the barrier to entry for pretty much anyone that wants to get into stocks or currency trading. And it basically provides a complete, like it could, in theory, fuel an entire new way of doing stocks. Now, a stock market, like the New York Stock Exchange or any of these, they know they're leaving money on the table. These markets close. These markets have closing hours. Crypto doesn't. Potentially, synthetic assets would need to. Potentially, they could widen that and not have stock hours. I honestly don't think that will change. But there are billions of people on the planet that are not invested in stocks because the barrier of entry is too damn high. Synthetic assets can resolve this. And that's why we had influencers that were highlighting Synthetix as a potential $1 trillion market cap. So who was it? Tiki Tawari, the editor of Palm Beach Confidential. He was speaking about how he believes he'd uncovered the next $1 trillion coin in Synthetix. And he highlights Synthetix as the one. It's the guy. It's the $1 trillion coin. The issue I have with that is, look, I think it's probably too soon. But synthetic assets, I firmly believe, are going to be an enormous thing. Because there has to be a revamp of how the traditional markets work. And I think the reality is not that it's in everyone's best interest to revamp the traditional markets. What it is it's an opportunity for all these conglomerates that are participating in the stock exchanges to make more money. And if they can figure out a way of doing that where it makes sense for them to take in more but not bleed a synthetic asset crypto platform dry, that's how they'd want to do it. Now, Synthetix has a number of different synthetic assets within their own platform. So let's open up. So this is staking Synthetix. Let's just agree to the terms of service. Scroll down. So you can stake and borrow. So you stake, and then you'll borrow synthetic USD by staking your Synthetix, and then you can basically start playing around. And there's tons of different utilities. You can see them. Toros was the one that you probably couldn't see. So there's Quenta, there's D-Hedge, there's Lyra, there's Thales, Polynomial, Overtime Markets, Curve. And you can utilize this, and these are all within the Synthetix ecosystem. So it allows you to basically have a play whenever you want. Now, within the statistics of Synthetix, there's some pretty significant ones worth talking about. So look, crypto price or crypto market cap's pretty alright, 657 million, you can't knock that. And current price point's $2. It's not bad. What's more interesting is the Synthetix profit and loss. So let's have a look at this. So what you can see is obviously the range of profit and loss, roughly per day. Yeah. So quite dramatic swings, right? And you can also see the daily fees that have been accrued within the Synthetix ecosystem. Again, that's a lot of money that's just fluttering in on a daily basis. Their volume's pretty good. Again, this is based upon a daily time frame. So you can see total volume per day. Pretty good, pretty damn good. You can also see the 30-day averages as well. And again, you can break it down into perpetuals, legacy perps, as well as atomic volume. So the 30-day volume on Synthetix is still massive, 3.9 billion. And bear in mind, again, that's not including like the exchange volumes or anything like that. This is a very, very interesting one. You can see the atomic swaps as well, so you can break down and you can see what the perps that they've got are in, as well as the synths. You can see the Synthetix. it's pretty damn impressive. Whether or not I can't see it hitting $1 trillion. I really can't. But I could see this doing something. Synthetix is buyable everywhere, by the way, guys. I would recommend Bitget. I partnered with Bitget because I think they're outstanding. I think they're a top 5 exchange in the making. One of the first things they did was land Lionel Messi as an ambassador. You know, you got to shell out a fair bit of money to do that. That's guys that are thinking long term. The features that they've got on this platform are fantastic. You know, if you deposit immediately, you can start earning pretty much, well, no, immediately, because you can do the assist to earn. There's the earn features are fantastic. And also, look, there's a $1,000 bonus for signing up for doing the same stuff you already do. So if you're trading elsewhere, get a Bitget account, do the exact same stuff you do somewhere else on Bitget, get $1,000 for free. You can invest that into a coin, potentially Synthetix, right? You can invest that in Synthetix. If Synthetix is a 20x, you just made 20 grand doing nothing different. And the partner link in the description will give you discounts on trading fees. So don't forget to use that. Now, Synthetix is a chart, you know, only been through one bull cycle. So you've got to bear that in mind. It doesn't mean that it's going to just all of a sudden is guaranteed to break new highs. You want to see a long-term uptrend, so you'd want to see at least 2 bull cycles. But realistically, with the tokens that they've got out at the moment, the total supply is going to be around 320 mil. Max supply is 308. Currently is 264 million. And the market cap is 563 million as of right now. So, if this was to hit $20, this would have a market cap of around about 5 billion. If this has an impact on the overall synthetic assets world, which I firmly believe is going to become a real thing because I think it has to, it's the next evolution of DeFi. Synthetix are probably the most well positioned in that regard. I think there's actually a few better options out there than Synthetix, to be fair. With regards to assets, with regards to synthetic assets, but Synthetix is the king of this sort of field right now. $20 seems very achievable. I got to be honest. I think the more I look at Synthetix, the more I think as we need and as synthetic assets are more heavily introduced into the world of crypto, which I think is an inevitability, I think this can run up to about $40. I really do. I don't think that's outlandish. That would have a market cap of a little over 10 billion, 11.2 billion, that sort of region. I don't think that's insane. I think that's pretty achievable. Yeah, I really do. I think that could easily be done. Because synthetic assets is the next evolution of DeFi. We're just waiting on it. It's effectively the real issue in terms of the growth in that is legislature regulation as well. That's got to come. That will come. We don't actually want that to come realistically. But when it comes, it will provide some clarity, and then all of a sudden, there's going to be a lot of companies that want to be traded as synthetic assets. Because what they can also potentially see is the data attached to that. How many people are buying up a synthetic version of my stock? Because then they know the demand in real terms, for their actual stock as well. There's a lot of information that can really provide that could be beneficial to companies. It's a very interesting one. I firmly believe synthetic assets is a huge growth sector. Like I say, I think there are better options than Synthetix, but Synthetix is the king of the mountain in terms of this class. But as a result of being king of the mountain, it probably has the smallest gains. But what do you guys think? Do you think this can do do you think Tiki Tawari was right and it's going to hit $1 trillion? If it does, if you do think it will, when do you think it will? Because feasible, I guess, but I think we'd be looking at 12 years minimum. until the evolution of it's gone, long enough. I'm just not convinced it can do it. But it could be, tens of billions. Let me know in the comments down below. Either way, I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. And guys, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. These videos are going to give you information you don't get elsewhere, so don't miss them. That information helps you make money. So, these videos make you money. Don't miss them. And guys, if you want to take the work out of your crypto investing, you can do. Head over to copymycrypto.com. That is where I share with the members all the coins that I own. Anytime I buy a crypto, I let the members know. Anytime I sell a crypto, I let the members know. And we started with a couple of hundred members. We have several thousand now, and it's just grown from success. We had coins that 40x, 50x, 100x. Don't forget Phantom, which is a coin no influencer, I don't like that term, but no one on YouTube was talking about Phantom as a big gainer. I literally was the only person that's called it out as a coin that would 100x or more. It did do 700x gains. So if you want to make those kind of gains and you didn't in the last bull cycle, go look over what you made in the last bull cycle. Then go on to copymycrypto.com. Go look at what the members made. It's all public record. You can also see everything I've said in the past. And you can confirm it all because, again, it's all public record. And maybe I'll see you there, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.